Welcome once again to KSSH News at Noon, Santa Susana. I'm Michael Mitchell.
And I'm Franklin Melendez. Now that we're back to a regular schedule, we can bring you your beloved television program.
It's good to be done with Common Core testing.
Which leads us into our first story.
Dakota Triplet here with Sherry Toy, the Intervention Counselor for Simi Valley. So Sherry, what is the Healthy Kids Survey?
The California Healthy Kids Survey is a survey that we administer district-wide to all students in grades 7th, 9th, and 11th.
Why do we take the Healthy Kids Survey?
We have a grant known as the Tobacco Use Prevention Education Grant, and a requirement of that grant is that we administer the survey every other year.
What else is the data from the Healthy Kids Survey used for?
The data from the survey is used so we can evaluate the effectiveness of our prevention and intervention programs to see what is working well and what we can improve on.
So Santa Sue, what do you think about the Healthy Kids Survey? Do you think that there was too many personal questions?
No, it's the Healthy Kids Survey. They're supposed to ask personal questions.
I don't think any of them were personal because it was an anonymous test.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions kind of about family life and about doing drugs and stuff, and there were so many that I feel like it was kind of overwhelming.
Yes, I think there are too many personal questions in that survey.
Why do you think you took the test?
I think school districts want to kind of know how the students are doing.
To give the state of California input on how students are doing.
The Healthy Kids Survey has led district officials to implement random drug testing next year. More on that next week.
We're speechless.
Are you constantly bored? Are you tired of never having any money? Then come to the Job and Career Expo at the Simi Valley Boys and Girls Club on Saturday, April 26th.
This next story could be about almost anything.
Well, that narrows it down.
Hello, Santa Sue. I'm Rosana Rios. The library isn't here. Or here. It's here! Where can students use the computers and come and do their work?
They can come and work in 104, and that's where all the computers are, and that's where I am. We're ready for printing also. We'll have new floor, new ceilings, new paint, so it'll be all shiny and pretty. We're supposed to be back in our regular location on May 1st.
And there you have it, Santa Sue.
Come and visit us, guys. We're lonely over here.
Next up is our notorious breakfast guru.
Here is myself, the notorious breakfast guru.
Breakfast time with Franklin Melendez. Breakfast time with Franklin.
Whoa! What was that?
Hi, my name is Franklin Melendez. Today on Breakfast Reviews, we're reviewing Chef Burger, a local Simi favorite on Township and Tabo. Here, let's go inside and check the food out. Hi, I'm here with Brandon Lefton, a local that loves Chef Burger. So, Brandon, tell me how long you've been coming here.
Wait. Yes, thank you. I've been coming here since I was a little boy because I used to live across the street.
How often do you come to Chef Burger?
I come here about like twice a week. It's great.
There you have it, Santa Sue. Chef Burger was delicious. I used to play the piano for an a cappella group.
No, you didn't.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Wicken, here with the boys of Decapella.
I'm Michael Kennedy.
I'm Zach Joseph.
I'm Ryan Nagelman.
I'm Benjamin G. Rapp.
I'm Indy Gill.
I'm Lucas Standridge.
I'm Stephen Smith.
I'm Matt Letta.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Haris Syed.
Decapella is a 10-man a cappella group, deca meaning 10, and a cappella is decapella.
Do you have any performances coming up soon?
Yes, actually. We have a performance this Friday at 6 o'clock in Canoga Park. You can buy tickets from any of us, and we're also hopefully going to be performing at the choir show, Cafe Troubadour, so come see that too.
This is the first major year of the implementation of the Affordable Care Act from 2010.
Often called Obamacare, let's find out what you know and expect from this new healthcare system.
Dakota Triplet here wondering how you feel about the Affordable Health Care Act, a federal law that is going to be put in action in 2014. What do you know about the Affordable Health Care Act?
Obamacare.
I think it's saying that everyone has to have health care.
Those who can't afford, who don't want to get it, they still have to get it. They can't say no.
And if you think about how much money the government has to pay for uninsured people anyway, this is a way to recoup some of those costs by making it illegal not to have health insurance.
I think it goes a little too far because if you really can't pay for it, then they're getting feed for it.
I had Kaiser, and then my mom was like, okay, let's go get us some Obamacare because that's going to help us financially. And then we applied for it. We did not get it, so now we don't have insurance.
Before the law, healthcare allowed healthcare corporations to deny coverage if you had a pre-existing condition or things like that, and this reforms the law so that that's not the case.
You know, the whole freedom thing, everyone wants to be, have their own choices and it's being forced on them. No one likes that.
So in the event that you don't sign up for affordable care, there will be a fine issued. The fines are as follows: $95 per adult, $47.50 per child, or 1% of the entire family's income, whichever is greater.
They're making us pay for health care even if we don't have the money for it.
For some of the new drivers, it's really hard to get around town safely.
But some of the canyons around our valley are downright dangerous.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Kate Cothram here, and today on Canyons, we'll be exploring Lost Canyon, the last frontier. One of the coolest parts about driving up Lost Canyon is you end up at Tapo Park, and at Tapo Park, there's dirt, parking, dirt, archery, and a park. Let's ask some of the people at Santa Sue what they think of Lost Canyon. How often do you drive on canyons?
I've done it once. I drive pretty frequently on canyons because I have a stick shift truck, so I'm like...
I believe it is very important to practice driving on canyons because you get a nice feel for the road, get the tipsy-turvy turns.
Yes! If you're a new driver, you shouldn't be driving on canyons because I myself have died many times on canyons.
I would recommend Lost Canyon.
Black Canyon.
And if you drive up Lost Canyon, you get a pine cone and a quarter.
For years now, Santa Susana has generated a waiting list of incoming freshmen.
Yeah, what happens to those kids?
How many students have been accepted?
We received about 600 applications, and based on our targeted enrollment of about 1,350 students next year, we randomly selected 430 ninth graders, 25 10th graders, and because we were full at the 11th and 12th grade level, we did not open that up quite yet this year. However, if space becomes available, we will open up some additional spaces.
How are students selected to come here?
We then used a random number generator to select those spaces in Microsoft Excel, and that's how we came up with those who will be coming in. As we go through the interview process, as we go through registration, as people move over the summer, spaces will become available, and we will fill those with the next person who is picked.
Only 2,000 are chosen each year in California.
Here's Cynthia Gonzalez with Hour 3.
Hey Santa Sue, Cynthia Gonzalez here to talk to the 3 National Merit Scholarship finalists here on campus.
My name is Kevin Wing and I'm a finalist in the National Merit Scholarship Competition.
My name is Caitlin Scarberry and I'm a finalist in the National Merit Scholarship Program.
I'm Eric Cuppa-Joe. I'm a National Merit Scholarship finalist.
228 out of 240.
224.
236 out of 240.
Program that gives out scholarships to the people who get the high scores on the PISA.
You're automatically entered for a $5,000 award or a $2,500 award.
The studio.
Our school won a grant for the STEM program.
Here's Rosenda Rios with more on that.
Hello, Santa Sue. I'm Rosenda Rios. The CME Ed Foundation just gave the school 8 grants.
The library received $850 from the Ed Foundation.
The math department received $400.
We got $500.
We'd like to buy a lot more new books, including e-books and for the first time e-audiobooks.
We are actually planning on purchasing an online program called Mountain Math, and this will help our Algebra 1 students reinforce important math concepts.
We are going to be purchasing some books that are published in Germany, and they're about $40 a book, and they have a cappella music from medieval times till now in about 6 different languages, so we're really excited.
Among others who received the grant were Miss Kerman, Mr. Garner, Mr. Kohlmeyer, Miss Bradley, and Mr. Scheinberg. Back to you in the studio.
Here's a preview of our next theatrical production.
Play Pros MASH.
Hello! Hello! Now listen, General. I gotta have 2 more men on my MASH team pronto, or I'm gonna come right up there.
I'll send you the 2 best men I've got.
Fine, and get him here quick.
Well, I'll get them there quick. And brother, are you in for a surprise?
MASH, which stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, is a show set in the 1950s in Korea during the Korean War. And it's a comedic show with dramatic elements to portray this hard lifestyle that doctors had to go through and what needed to be done in order to save lives. You should come see this show because it's really funny and it's lighthearted and you'll just have a good time. And it's adapted from the book, but it really stays true to it. It stays true to the characters in the movie and the book, and it's awesome. Your parents will know what this is, so tag them along.
They also went to Hawaii.
And now instrumental music is rehearsing for the final concert this year.
Once they are gone, they're gone.
Tickets for Grad Night 2014.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Holly Smith.
And I'm Kendall Rucker.
To some, Grad Night may seem useless.
But with this activity, there's plenty of memories to be made.
Woo! So glad I went to Grad Night! Yeah, so worth it.
Sure, the tickets were $100, but I'm having the time of my life.
The best part's when you won those flowers at the carnival thing. Woo!
See you at Grad Night!
3,000 Key Club members recently descended on Sacramento.
And some of them came from Santa Sue.
Decon was a Key Club event in which we transferred over the board positions for the district and the lieutenant governors.
My favorite part of Decon was electing the district board because it was really inspiring to see all these people that were my age running for such a high position, and I'm so proud of all the people that were. As president next year, I'm going to take all the things that I learned and apply it to my club.
And that's the way it is.
April 24th, 2014. Be careful out there, Santa Sue.